Hi guys, my name is Anne and I am going to be a second year medic at the University of Sheffield, and I just wanted to kind of give my experience slash give some tips on first year at Sheffield University if you're going to be studying medicine here. And I kind of researched about medicine at Sheffield round about this time last year, and I didn't really find anything specific to Sheffield, so I thought I would just make a video on it and to just like kind of give my personal experience at studying here. Right, so, and firstly, congratulations if you've got into Sheffield, and it's going to be great actually, and I really love studying here. And yeah, it's really exciting, especially first year, because obviously it's like the first year, going to uni, getting used to everything. So I think it'd be great, and Sheffield's a great place. So about the course, I'll talk about first semester. And if you didn't know already, medicine at Sheffield is kind of categorized into phases. So first year is phase 1, and second year has like 2 phases, 2A and 2B, and so on and so forth. So in phase 1, which is just first year, again, it's split into 2 semesters. In the first semester, we are kind of easing into medicine, I guess. And first semester wasn't that bad. Second semester it did get harder. But first semester was pretty good, and I'll just talk you through how our basic timetable was kind of and stuff like that. The first week of uni and the first week of the first semester was kind of great. It was nice, it was fun, and there were a lot of intro lectures to medicine, so we didn't really have to do any work the first week. It was just a lot of welcome talks and introduction to this and that, an introduction to the medical school, how things work here, how to use the library, and so on and so forth. I guess not the science lectures. And I'd say just go to them. It's nice getting used to the feel of how lectures are, getting used to the feel of just sitting in a lecture theatre, listening to someone talk for an hour. It's just nice way of easing yourself into it, and it does get tougher, and you'd want lectures like those once in a while. So that's first week, and from second week onwards, we started IMMS. So that's the first module here at Sheffield, and it's kind of all to do with, basic and introduction to medicine. And there's a lot of biochemistry involved in IMMS, a lot of genetics and biochemistry. I think that's a good way to sum up IMMS, and I did not enjoy it that much actually. It was kind of long. It was about 6 weeks, I think. Yeah, it was kind of long. It wasn't that much fun, but it was okay. Yeah, and there were a lot of lectures in IMMS as well, I think. So from second week onwards, you get straight into like actual work stuff, like actual science, I guess. And so a timetable week at Sheffield would kind of be, if I had to estimate, there will be around 15 lectures a week. So it pretty much always starts at 9 o'clock, ends around 12 or 1 or 10, or between that time. It's 3 to 4 lectures a day, and on Wednesday we usually have like that entire afternoon off, and it's only a couple of lectures as well. So yeah, about 15 lectures, and once every other week we have ILA tutorials, which are, I guess, PBL sessions, but it's known as ILA tutorials here at Sheffield. And the weeks that we don't have ILAs, we have GP visits. So yeah, so that's kind of a timetable week. And also you have anatomy sessions, which is another big one. Usually it's 2 hours every week, and sometimes 4 hours every week, because they usually are in 2-hour sessions, and usually you have to have them at the beginning of the week. And by the way, you get put into groups for everything, for ILAs, for GPs, for anatomy, for everything basically. So you get to meet quite a lot of people as well, because it's kind of, yeah, it's unlikely that you would, have the same people for each of the groups. So yeah, it's a nice way to meet people. So that's kind of the basic, overview of the timetable. So at the first semester, you'd have the IMMS, do all of the other stuff along with it as well. And you also have cardio, which lasts a couple of weeks, and resp, which again, 3 to 4 weeks, I think, don't quote me on that. And then you have GI, which is right before Christmas, and I did not enjoy that as well, but, whatever. So that's kind of what you do in first semester. Second semester, you have a 2-week ICE placement straight after you come back from straight after you come back from Christmas holidays. And again, you're in groups for that. And sometimes, unfortunately, you may be put in some faraway place. I got put in Doncaster, and it's kind of, well, it's not great to get there, actually. The journey is kind of horrendous, but it's okay. It's only 2 weeks, so it kind of goes quickly, and it's kind of a taster session into hospital, I guess. And you don't really have to have a lot of knowledge or anything. You kind of shadowing the doctors or whichever ward you're placed in, etc., etc. It's okay, and you'll be with someone, some other medical student as well, so you won't feel like you have to do everything on your own. So that's that. And then you get into neuro, which lasts about 4 weeks, I think, or 2 months. I'm not sure. It was kind of long. Neuro was really, really long. And then it's sugar, which is all of your endocrine, exocrine, reproductive, skin, urogenital, all of that. And that lasts about a month. And then the last couple of weeks is MSK, which is musculoskeletal. And that's kind of a quick module. And the work for that you kind of do along the year anyway through anatomy tutorials. So it's kind of okay. And anatomy sessions, if you didn't know already, it's full body dissections at Sheffield. The sessions are sometimes really tiring, not gonna lie, but I think they're quite useful. So that's kind of the overview of the year for you. Now, along the year, on top of GPs, ILAs, which is pretty much every other week, alternative weeks, and then your actual lectures, which is about 15 lectures a week, and anatomy sessions, you also have SSC, which is student selected components. And I don't know, you must have read like the prospectus or whatever, maybe even mentioned it on your interview. And I actually didn't know what they were, not gonna lie, not too much about them. So there's about 6 SSCs in first year, there's a lot. And as soon as you go in first semester, you're given an SSC on the history of medicine. You get a lot of topics and you have to choose one and write an essay on it. And it lasts about 6 weeks. You get a lot of time actually. And I think I spent way too much time on it, way too much time stressing about it. And usually, unless it's really bad, it's kind of hard, like difficult to fail. You're gonna have to try a bit hard to fail actually. Maybe I don't know. I think I spent so much time, energy, effort on trying to, perfect SSCs, and I never got a perfect score at all. Like I never got, and they're kind of graded on excellent, good, pass, satisfactory and stuff like that. I don't think it was too much hard work to get anything. So don't stress yourself too much about SSCs. You're going to be fine. They give you enough time as well. Make sure you're handed on time. And usually it's okay. Just don't plagiarize and reference properly. Some extra tips. But usually it's fine. So that's kind of how first year medicine at Sheffield is like. I just wanted to, give this introduction video. But if you want me to, I can film a video on each of those, like what we do in ILAs, how the lectures are set out, what we do in GPs, a bit more about SSCs, and anything like that, and about anatomy, actually, anatomy dissections. I think I'll have a fair bit to talk about. And also how to revise, because that I had to learn. I did not know at all going into first year how to learn, and I didn't know that I didn't know, if you get what I mean. I had to discover that I didn't know first and then kind of work on it. And even now I feel like I do not know how to revise properly, but it gets better throughout the year. So if you want to see videos on those, I can make one if you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And I think it's just a very vague summary. So if you have more questions about it, leave them down below and I'll answer it. So thank you for watching. Bye.